This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Shanta. Shanta is an entertainer, but she also loves to be entertained, which is why she has Flow TV brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It's great for busy Shanta because she can control the time she watches her favorite shows, play back from the start in case she missed it, or even record with cloud video recording. And with her Flow services bundle, enjoys much more for much less. Visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994 or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
This is the Barbados Today afternoon news update for Wednesday, April 27th. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary Claire Williams. Education Minister Ronald Jones is expected to have his say on challenges within the sector this afternoon. Jones has called a press conference for 2:30 at the Ministry of Education. It comes on the heels of a request from the Barbados Union of Teachers to meet with the minister to discuss a number of issues affecting them. The union had threatened industrial action if that meeting did not take place by today. Yesterday, the BUT President, Peter Shepherd, confirmed to Barbados Today that the union had received a letter from the minister, but they are unhappy with Jones's response and are accusing him of stalling.
If we cannot have a meeting tomorrow, or something positive tomorrow, because I'm going to respond to this letter tomorrow, and if we cannot get something positive, then we may very well have to ask teachers to come to a meeting on Friday so that we can share the content of the response from the minister and be guided by them as to what time frame they're prepared to give the minister and the Minister of Education to meet with them. But the meeting has to be, and it has to be very soon.
There are complaints of unfair competition from some vendors at the Cheapside market. Several vendors say some of their colleagues have stalls inside the facility, but they choose to operate illegally outside. When Barbados Today visited Cheapside, the market resembled a ghost town, but there were several vendors doing a brisk trade along the pavement outside the over 400-stall market.
All the hawkers left with the money and carry everything outside. And here's just a storehouse. So it's only about 4 hawkers that here in Deadscom. A market that is about 400 or 500. Then outside, oh, look out there and see. You can see, as you can see from top to bottom, along these streets. So if the people get what they want outside, you don't have to come in here. You don't have to come in here because they're getting well there and they're just gone. I just come in here and see that there's mad money out there, there's shop out there, there's mad money out there. Nobody don't come in here.
We sell but very little. If you get people out there going, so I'm buying, I'm going to catch a pickup, they hardly come in. You understand me? Especially on Friday and Saturday. Only people that know me, like customer, will come here.
Barbados Today has so far been unable to reach market officials for a comment. As the island prepares to celebrate National Heroes Day tomorrow, retired diplomat Peter Laurie is calling for the removal of the Nelson statue from Bridgetown. Addressing a panel discussion of the Barbados Museum and Historical Society last night, Laurie also pulled no punches as he spoke of the need for Bajan whites and blacks to change their mentality as they seek to continue to develop the island.
My own view is that Nelson is not a Barbadian hero. But his statue is an important historical artifact that should be preserved in an outdoor maritime museum on the Pierhead, put in looking out to sea to see if any French tourists are coming. Asian whites have to confront and get over the anxiety and discomfort of casting off the ethnic security blanket which 300 years of our history have conspired to get them entangled in, and recognize that for all practical purposes their Bajan cultural roots are more African than European. Some of the champions of the black cause must stop behaving like Old Testament prophets, breathing fire and brimstone and threatening retribution on the white tribe under the 5th and 6th generation of the project.
Former Tourism Minister Noel Lynch has announced he is bowing out of active politics. The former Barbados Labour Party MP for St. Michael's South told Barbados Today he will now focus on reviving local cricket as the new CEO of the Barbados Cricket Association. However, while he's turning his attention away from politics, he also spoke of concerns over the troubled regional airline Liat.
I have big thoughts on Liat. I really feel that Liat is not as bad as people think it is, or people claim it is in terms of its functioning. And I also feel that the right chief executive officer and the right team can really fix Leah. And I have to fix that mean that can make Leah at least a break-even entity, at least an efficient and effective carrier. But partly think that people look at Leah, people feel that Leah is American or Leah is Virgin. Leah is not Virgin, will never be. Because the variables under which Leah operates and issues in which they are going to deal with most community airlines in the world, dealing with a struggle to be profitable. Leah just can't make it. Unless government get into their heads that the only way that we're going to ever create an efficient transport system, air transport system in the region, is if all of the governments put their heads together and their monies together and make it work.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Your first friend, your first love, your first teacher. Show your appreciation for the first lady in your life. Send a photo of you and your mother to We Love You Mom at barbadostoday.bb to be featured in our special Mother's Day photo album and for a chance to win some exciting prizes.
To Mom with love.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In news from the region, Trinidad's Prisons Commissioner is dismissing reports that jailbreaks could occur at any moment. There have been concerns over security at the prisons in the Twin Island Republic in recent times. We get the details from TV6 News in Port of Spain.
Over the last few months, there have been several reports of weapons found in prisons nationwide, only outdone by reports of planned jailbreaks foiled or postponed. The Prisons Commissioner says it simply isn't true. He points to the large number of people on remand and their agitation as the source of the stories.
There's always rumors and allegations about jailbreak. We put the necessary security measures to treat with any jailbreak or intent. But there's always rumors concerning that coming out of prison. As you will also know, there's a lot of high-risk inmates in our various maximum security prisons. And hence the reason that from time to time you will hear about this impending jailbreak, especially coming out on 24/37/2015 jailbreak that was, alarmed the country. We don't have any concrete intelligence saying that there will be a jailbreak.
Commissioner Stewart says there'll only be a sense of peace at the prisons if there's a change in the criminal justice system and the backlog of cases is cleared. He says that the prison environment will remain a threat for the near future, also because there are 147 gangs operating in Trinidad and Tobago.
And finally, the tech giant Apple is reporting its first decline in quarterly sales since 2003. But the CEO, Tim Cook, says the unfavorable report is a reflection of a tough global economy. We get more in this report from BBC.
Has Apple's amazing run come to an end? For 13 years now, each quarter compared with the same time a year before, its sales have risen upward and upward on the back of some incredible products. But last night we found out that for the last 3 months, sales actually fell compared to a year ago. The main reason, the iPhone, the extraordinary product which is probably the most profitable in corporate history. Last night we found out that 10 million fewer iPhones were sold in the first 3 months of this year than in the same period last year. So what's the problem? Perhaps it's the fact that all smartphones, well, they look much the same these days. Tim Cook, Apple's boss, says the smartphone market is pretty flat. Perhaps we're looking for cheaper phones, or perhaps the problem is with Apple's iPhone 6S, the latest model, looking much like the iPhone 6. Maybe come September, when the iPhone 7 comes out, it'll be square or cuboid or something really different, and that will really set Apple's profits rolling again. There are mounting questions over when Apple's going to come up with a new blockbuster to replace the iPhone. It was way back in 2010 when the iPad was unveiled. That was innovative. Since then, yeah, we've had the Apple Watch, but that's a pretty niche product. There's been talk over that time of a flat screen TV that came and went, and now there's a lot of buzz around Apple's involvement in the motor industry.
That's the news this afternoon. Remember, there's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune into Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good afternoon.